well, okay, let's just take a look at... I don't like rain. I don't like rain, so we'll just go through some of the game here. Let's go fish. So, firstly, the book, right? Patterns are transportable. If you discover one on a particular lake, remember it and try it on other lakes. Yes, of course. A good selection of patterns is worth at least as much as a well-stocked tackle box. Thank you, Red. You take a look at the weather. So you want clear blue skies, I think is good. Temperature to be rising and the pressure to be dropping. So this is kind of the opposite, but it's still alright, doesn't matter. Fishing log, this is what I've done. As you can see, my 8th week, that's where I caught my 20-pounder. Man, massive fish were just jumping on my boat. That was a really good day. And this was one of my worst days. Look at that, week 11. This is one of my worst days. It takes a while to accumulate the money to be able to compete in a tournament. And so if you take a look at this, so for Forbidden Lake, you don't click on that, that's actually go there, but you click on the telephone just to see what it's like. It'll cost you $200 to go to this lake, and it just says 20 pounds or 34 inches, but 20-pound fish, and there's good stock of them. And there's also another one, which is question mark, in case it's, so just to give some randomness to the game. That's the only thing that's random about the map. Here, the amount of fish is average. There's 18 and 26 inch fish, and you can go around till you find something really good. Very poor, so you forget that, right? Good, it's always very good. So different lakes, the smaller the fish, the less you pay to fish out of them. So this has got very small fish, so you can see 16 and 24 inch or 4 and 7 pounder. It's only $90, but it's good. So that's actually one of the most important bits. Very poor, and it's getting smaller fish. So we're 2 and 6, but it's good quality fish. 2 and 5, and it's good quality. And the last one, 2 and 5 again, and very poor. You would keep away like the plague or the coronavirus. So we can just talk about a little bit more briefly about the game if you'd like to listen. And also my boss, because he was a lot of fun. So what happened with my boss, this one's average. Wait a minute. So this one's good. Let's just go here. Who cares? I got $210. Let's go for it. Tackle shop. I've only got $10 left. Exit. Visit tackle shop. Proceed. Yes. So I've got 10 buckaroos. Let's just go. So this is a depth finder. I get it. I know what it's meant to do. You're supposed to be able to identify fish in deep water where other fishermen can't go, because everybody knows there's fish around tall grass and lily pads and logs, but because you can see that from the outside, but only if you have this can you see deep water fish. I've just never seen deep water fish. This, I have absolutely no idea what it does. You buy that, and no matter how many you buy, I've even bought 5 once upon a time, they get used up. So you buy them, you go fishing, and you come back and you're back to zero. These boats here, if you win tournaments, you can start buying these boats. They're nothing different other than they travel faster in water. So that's it. So let's hit the lake. I've got $10 left. Not going to be buying any boats. So so my boss got quarantined for 2 weeks because he picked up his wife that was traveling in Europe, and he was staying at home with his wife for 2 weeks. Now, funny story about that is he married her, and then his wife went overseas, and for the 2 years, for 1.5 years, he hardly ever saw her. She was always working overseas right after he married her. But anyway, that's a different story. He came back, and while he was quarantined, so many people complained to the big boss. Then the big boss called me up, and he says, Vasilopita, it's not my real name, but we'll go with it. I want you to tell me, straight lily pads, this is a trap. They're never good, those lily pads. But you know what? Whatever. Let's just throw the line in. Let's see what happens. This one here, that's usually an all-rounder for bigger fish. So we chuck it and go slow. Didn't think so. There's never any fish there. Never have I ever. From all the times I've tried, I'm going to go on the complete opposite side of the map. The controls here are terrible. Where was I? Anyway, so many people complained and about how this manager has been treating them. These are people from the shop floor. I work in the office, half in the office, half on the shop floor, and the big boss goes up to me and he goes, "I want you to help me. Just tell me how he's treated you. Tell me what's happened the last 2 years." Now, I really haven't spoken to anybody about it, as in management, but everyone from the shop floor knew about it, and I told him some of the stories, and oh my god, he then showed me the format he wants me to write it in. I read some of the stories. I'm one of the youngest blokes there still, right, in the factory. There were people that old grown-up men that were going home crying. Two people, right, needed counseling, took like a week off for counseling. You would never believe it. The way he humiliated everybody in front of everyone else. I can't believe. Anyway, so I wrote my bit, 3.5 pages of complaints, and he was told that he was not allowed to come back. He stayed home for an additional 2 weeks, and then he got the sack. So, and the funniest thing, kind of funny, of it all is that he was trying to sack me. He was well and truly into the process of sacking me. Like, he had changed the job around, and he was, I've been there for 10 years, and he just came on board the last 2 years, and he changed my job dramatically around, and he wanted someone different, so he was abusing me and everything. And in the end, like, I was like, I can't leave. Here we go, lily pads. Oh, that is so weak. Anyway, I went all the way here. Let's see if I can find something. It said good, by the way. Come on. This is a little bit humiliating. It doesn't look like I'm going to get anything. And it said good quality of fish in here. Spent $200 to go to this lake. Freaking want my money back. Well, anyway. So where was I? Yeah, so he changed my job around completely. And he wanted somebody different. Maybe he even had a mate that he wanted to bring in. And he started the process of getting rid of me. And halfway through it, the old man got the sack. That's just a week ago now. Last Thursday, actually. So anyway, it's just unbelievable. Nothing like this has ever happened to me in my life. The craziest thing of all is that, let's lift that anchor, there's nothing here. Oh, actually, let's drop it again. I have one more shot at this. Let's go fast. And the craziest thing of all is, I'm 3 months away from a 10 years long service. And the guy just wanted to sack me just before that. I couldn't quit because I lose my long service payout. And I was working at 12-hour days just to figure out what he wants to try and make it through to my long service. Oh my goodness. So you can see I had a lot riding on this, and my golly. Come on. Why have I got the small engine? So you want to, of course, use this engine when you're close to fish. Let's use the big roaring one. Alright, so I'm just going to go around this. No, continue. Controls on this boat are so annoying. But to be fair, I've tried to navigate little yachts. I'm as bad as this. So maybe this is a very good simulation of driving a boat. Oh, and before we finish this up, I do want to say I'm really sorry. Where are we? I'm very sorry to all the Sanders supporters. I was not a Sanders fan, but if I see a genuine attempt to improve people's lives, I will listen. And all these Bernie Sanders supporters genuinely had concern, and Bernie Sanders is the most spineless politician, revolutionary ever. You're horsing him? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. What have we got? Looks okay. So this is a decent sized fish. All right. So even though it says you're horsing him, keep doing it. So right now I'm still horsing him. Now I'm going to let go because you don't. If you do it for too long, you'll lose him. So you just want to keep him in the water until he gets tired. If he starts running away, that's when you want to horse it like that. You just want to keep horsing him. Easy now. Alright, so he had his fight, and the bass is weak, so I can reel him in. So here we go, some decent sized fish happening. And that's decent. 6, you want to see over 12, but 6 is nevertheless quite decent. Alright, let's go with slow. Come on, fishes. I don't think they like the slow. I think I like it fast. You also want to be throwing it far away. I just think you can catch more fish if you throw the line far away. But still in grasslands or something, lily fields or wood. Just a warning, wood is great, but fish around it. If your line goes through it, there's a chance it will snap and you lose your bait. Yeah, no big deal. But you won't have it until you go back. So as you can see, it said there was big fish in here, and you got him. Come on. Just horsing him now. Looks okay. Keep horsing him. Let go every time he jumps out of the water. Okay, so I'm just going to let it go now. And I lost him. Blast. No, I'm horsing him. You're horsing him. So what? He likes it. So I'm just reeling it in. I don't think it does anything. I'm not sure what does anything. Easy now. Alright, here we go. Let's get him in. So I'm not sure what helps and what doesn't. I have a general idea, but I got no clue. Keep going. Oh yeah, number 8. That's bigger size. Okay. For okay, that's between 5 and 8 pounds. So that's a good size. Let's go fast again. Oh, kind of small. You can tell. See, you can tell when something's small. It's so much easier to reel it in. As soon as he bit, he didn't need any fighting. 2. My God, that's embarrassment. Let's go slow. Come on, you 20-pounder. Whatevs. Let's go back to fast. Man, Joe Biden, are the Democrats insane? Do Democrats want to lose? What? Joe Biden of all people, the guy's got dementia. Trump is gonna rip him to shreds. What are the Democrats thinking? Look, I mean, I get most of my American news from Tucker Carlson, a little bit of Greg Gutfeld. Oh my God, throw that fish back. What are you doing? And Jimmy Dore. So, and The Hill. The Hill is actually emerging to be quite a decent news network. So I'm getting a little bit easy now, whatevs. And I lost him. Why did I lose him? I tell you why. Because when he jumped out of water, I started reeling him in then, and that's why I lost him. Even though he's going to be like a 2-pounder and no one cares. Come on, fishies. So yeah, I get it. I've got a bit of left wing, progressive left wing, or populist left wing. Sorry, because progressive values suck. But and right wing, progressive right wing. I guess I'm progressive. No, not progressive. Populist. Populist is what I meant to say. Populist left and populist right. Because I believe it's got to be useful for the people. I mean, we're not children. You can treat us like adults. It's okay. So you can talk. So you don't have to make decisions for us and give it to the corporations or the government, for that matter. You can make it popular. I believe in that. But honestly, from what the Democratic Party's job was to make sure Bernie Sanders didn't win. That's what it looks like to me. If only, but Bernie Sanders got shafted last time. This time, he just simply lost because he was so lame. He was so spineless. On a number of occasions, he has said that Joe Biden is his friend. Why? If the system is so corrupt, why are you friends with people that support the system? Easy now. Easy. Small. Well, there was that brief moment that we caught a few large ones, and that's good. So let's see. What do we got? We got an 8. We all saw it. It happened. I caught an 8. So it looks like this is going to go till 9 p.m. Should let it drop to the bottom. Next one. All right. 7. Let me take a look at the map. Too late. I can't read. I'm gonna change bait though. Oh, what am I doing? I'm getting too trigger happy. The first thing is I'm pretty confident you get more fish, although again there's no way to know for sure, if you let it sink to the bottom. And look, I mean, this game needs patience, but so does fishing. So does fishing. It's the most ridiculous concept. I'm waiting for a little fish to come across the screen, and I get really excited every time it happens. But that's fishing. Oh, I said I'll change bait. I'll do that next one. You missed him. Okay, suck my. Alright, let's go a little bit heavier duty fish. Towards 8 p.m. So we're this is the last hour before we go home. So sometimes you go home at 4, whatever it was. Easy now. Very small fish. No fight. It's going to be a 1 or a 2. Yeah. All right. We changed the bait. Let's change it again. Let's go slow. So yeah, turns out this pandemic of coronavirus is the second biggest life-changing event that's happened to me recently. Oh man, my boss got sacked. It's so hilarious. So I actually just got into something. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to beat this pandemic. not beat it as in defeat the pandemic, but kill the boredom that I'm doing inside. Oh my god! And I was not even paying attention. Oh my goodness. This is exactly why you shouldn't talk when you fish. I got into... You missed. Damn, I was paying attention there, but I missed. I got into chat roulette. That was pretty funny. Have filters on. Have filters on. Have filters on when you do chat roulette. It's quite disgusting if you don't. Oh man. Anyway, and that's it. So if anybody has got any idea of what they're getting up to beat the boredom during this pandemic, please show them. I'd like to hear it or read it. Let's see what happened. So if I recall correctly, I had $10 left, and they gave me about $200, all those fish. Excellent. Thank you very much, all. What's the lesson learned out of this? Don't be a dick of a boss. Because, look, I mean, the lesson learned is, the moral of the story here is that, well, the truth always surfaces. The biggest talent my boss had, and this is what I told upper management when they asked me, do you have anything else? Is that he kept it from upper management. Everybody on the shop floor, everyone that worked for him, everybody knew about this, but upper management didn't. So once they heard about it, they asked everybody. They were shocked to hear all the things he did. Right? People started crying going home, humiliated in front of everybody. Anyway, so, but the thing is, no matter how talented you are, the truth always surfaces to the top. So you should always be a decent person. Thank you very much, all. Stay safe, stay indoors, unless you're listening to this in the future, and if all humanity is dead, then don't worry about it. But if not, and we've beaten this virus, then frolic in the outdoors as much as you like. But until then, catch ya.